Welcome back to another episode of SoFlo Morning News. I am your host, Atticus Ramirez, along with
Albert Martinez.
Today is Friday, September 20th, and now it is time for our pledges.
Now it's time for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now it's time for the Texas Pledge. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to the Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. Now it's time for the OWL Pledge. I will succeed in school with wisdom and with knowledge. I'll give 100%. I will go to college. I'll do whatever it takes, just like my parents do. I'll sweat the small stuff, just like my teachers do. I'll give no excuses each and every day. I'll close the achievement gap, working hard in every way. With my team and family, I give my OWL Pledge. I will succeed in school with wisdom and knowledge. Go Owls! Hoot hoot! Now it's time for the moment of silence.
Alright everybody, welcome back to the first episode of the SoFlo SciShow, hosted by me, Haley Perales, and yours truly,
Albert Martinez.
That's right, Albie. Fun fact of the day. If you give these beautiful creatures, also known as sheep, if you give them curry, it will reduce the amount of methane in their farts by up to 40%. That's right, 40% less methane in their farts.
Smelly. But
Stank.
yeah. What are we learning about today?
Let me tell you what we're learning. We are learning about the muscular system. No, not this beautiful man right here called Muscle Man. It is about the muscular system. Something each and every single one of us have. The muscles.
First question, what is a muscular system?
A muscular system, Albie, like I said before, is something that every single person has. Each part of the body will have some type of muscles depending on what part of the body it is. This muscular system will allow the body to move and to make simple gestures like waving or running or walking.
Alright, second question, what are the types of muscles?
The types of muscles, Albie, I'm so glad you asked. There's three to remember, and that's smooth, cardiac, and skeletal muscles. The smooth muscles are muscles that are located in areas like your gut. So these muscles, you don't really think about using them. So when you're eating those very good tacos or something, you're not thinking about your mind and saying, let me use my gut muscle to mush it up. Next, for your cardiac muscles, these are muscles in your heart. Now these muscles will pump blood throughout your body and do stuff like that. Your skeletal muscles are muscles that are attached to your bone. So this is very different from your smooth muscles, but very similar, so don't get them mixed up. Your smooth and your skeletal muscles have in common the fact that you don't really think about using them, but you do. These are different in that they are attached to your bone. So when you're doing stuff like waving, that's when you're doing your skeletal muscles.
Third question, how many muscles are in the human body?
That's good. I'm glad you asked. So, how many muscles are in the human body? The human body contains over 600 muscles. That's right, Albie. 600 muscles.
That's a lot.
Plus. So these muscles are located in places like your heart, your arms, or deep down inside your body. The largest muscle that you will use, believe it or not, is in your gluteus maximus. That's code for butt. The smallest muscle that you will use is called the tensor tympani, and it is located in the small part of your ear, so when you're listening to someone, you're using that muscle.
Last question, what's the most important smooth muscles?
The most important smooth muscles. Now here we go. So like I said before, there's three types of muscles. You have your cardiac, your skeletal, and your smooth muscles. Your smooth muscles one of them is located in your heart. So the human heart is one of the most hardworking muscle inside your body, which pumps about 2,500 gallons of blood. Also, the muscle concentration accounts for 85% total of your body heat. So when you're really hot and your blood is pumping, that just means that your muscles are working and you're getting really hot. Also, some of your most busiest muscles will be in your eyes. So when you're looking at your teacher, doing your work, or watching your favorite show, or looking at your favorite cat, that just means your eye muscles are like moving. And that concludes our episode for today, Owls. We'll see you all in the classrooms. Hoot hoot!
Bye.
I think it's about time for the news. Really? Okay, now for the Hinojosa Report. I am your host, Nathan Hinojosa, and as always, my co-host,
Steven Hinojosa. Today we're going to kick stuff off with some domestic news. A young woman in McAlester, Oklahoma was arrested by police this past Monday after she was reported by her coworker for planning to attack her previous high school with an AK-47 for, as she said, shoot up 400 people for fun. The 18-year-old Alexis Wilson was taken into custody for a felony terrorist hoax for threatening a mass shooting at McAlester High School. Her coworkers stated that she said there were so many people at her old high school that she would like to do it. Ironically, her coworkers also said she tried to convince them that not all gun owners were bad. Wilson is currently being held at $2,500 bail at bond and could face up to 10 years in prison. This is just a reminder of the gun control issue that the U.S. continues to struggle to come to a solution to.
Now, on to some international news. The ozone is now on track to heal completely in our lifetime, according to the UN Environment Agency. The phase-out of controlled uses of ozone-depleting substances has not only helped to replenish the protective layer for future generations, but it is also helping guard human health by filtering harmful rays from reaching the Earth. The recognition of this success comes on World Ozone Day, marked the 16th of September. This year celebrates 32 years of healing, a commemoration of the international commitment to protect the ozone and the climate under the historic Montreal Protocol, which has led to the phase-out of 99% of ozone-depleting chemicals in things like refrigerators, air conditioners, and other consumer products. That's it for the Hinojosa Report. See you next week.
Weather! Howdy everybody. My name is Isaac Alfaro, and we're currently outside in Texas, and it is smoking hot right now. So I'm assuming today is Friday, and the weather is going to be, the lowest is actually going to be 77 degrees, and the highest is going to be 99 degrees. Now if I were you, I wouldn't wear a jacket, mostly because it's Texas, and Texas is hot. So you can see, as you can see right here, the sun is rising up, beating my face with its hot fists. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave now. Carry on.
And now it is time for announcements. Next Friday on September 27th is the IB pinning ceremony for the class of 2021. This will begin at 8:30 in the morning. Scholars will receive invites for more information. Juniors, you are one step closer to graduation.
Also in the news, Nuestras Cultures 5K Run. On October 10th, IDEA will be hosting the 5K run where voters can have the opportunity to register to vote. This begins at 9 a.m. but races in the morning at 7:30 a.m. So be there.
OTG Fest. Today is the OTG Fest for grades 6 and 7, and on the 1st of October, scholars from grades 8 through 12 who are on track to graduate will be able to participate for the first annual OTG Fest of the year. Students will enjoy snacks and games like the homeroom dodgeball tournament.
Also, the pep rally. Next Thursday on the 26th, IDEA is hosting its first pep rally of the year. The theme of the rally will be Blast from the Past, so scholars can dress up to represent any decade. More guidelines will be announced for the dress code.
Athletics. Today, the middle school girls volleyball team will be playing at home at 5 p.m. And also tomorrow will be the boys' first volleyball game. Home is the blue varsity at 11 a.m. And gold varsity will be played at 1 p.m.
Also, middle school dance. Next Friday on the 27th will be the Ivy League Scholars Dance. The Ivy League Scholars are hosting the Back to School Middle School Dance. Scholars can already start purchasing tickets in the the Ward Road entrance or the front office area. Tickets start off at $5, and if you are purchasing a ticket at the door, it will be $8.
Owl's News application. Owl's News Station is accepting applications for the new members from grades 9 through 12. Owls meet every Wednesday at 4:30 to 5:30 with Mr. Follow at room 205. Scholars who are interested in applying can get the application from Mr. Taylor, Mrs. Reagan, Mr. Garcia, Mrs. Villarreal, and Miss Mendoza. That is all for today's episode. See you next week.